And in the forecast this morning, a lot of rain and a slight chance for possible redemption. I'm Stephen Reels in Cromwell at the TPC River Highlands. We'll have the latest from the Travelers Championship coming up.
6 o'clock, good morning and happy Friday to you. Thanks so much for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Bureau, TGIF. A lot to look forward to this weekend, including the Travelers Championship. But first, we're going to get through some rain. Rachel, coming down pretty steady in spots. I hit it coming in.
Oh, yeah, we have rain coming down at a good clip this morning. All of this, though, is relatively behaving, so we don't have any real issues aside from just getting this beneficial rainfall. We're already starting to see the worst of the rain pushing out of western Connecticut right now, and it's pushing towards 91 and then into eastern areas currently. So we have some steady rain here towards Manchester, Andover, Columbia, East Hampton. There's Cromwell this morning where Stephen is, where there's a rain coming down at a moderate clip this morning. Middletown, more of the same, but there's a heavy downpour just back off to the south and west coming in their direction there. So Meriden, along 91 this morning, that downpour coming through Wallingford, Hamden. I would imagine when we check in with Stephen in just a few minutes, it will be pouring where he is. So our precipitation chances now through about 8 o'clock are there, although things will start to wind down in that time frame. And then eventually we gradually clear out or at least dry out the skies. And while there is an isolated storm chance later on, it looks to be isolated, and that's just about it. So we aren't looking at this widespread issue in the evening, but it is something that bears watching. The severe weather risk is for our friends to the north of us. That is an improvement from yesterday. Still, though, a thunderstorm chance is possible. Right now in Hartford, it is raining at 66 degrees currently. The winds are out of the south and east around 5 miles per hour, sitting at 62 in Torrington, 63 degrees in Waterbury, and about 65 in Norwich. Humidity stays up today, so expect the humidity as you go outside today. Even when it's not raining, it just will be a bit muggy with high temperatures topping out in the low 80s. We'll talk about where we go from here. We'll walk you through the hour by hour for the weekend coming up in just a bit. It is busy on the roadways here at 6:02, so heads up. We do have several issues this morning. This crash over in Southbury involving a tractor trailer has been out here for quite some time, at least since I joined you in the last hour. So out by exit 14, delays stretching back to exit 13. This is involving a tractor trailer that is off of the roadway. We also have a crash here in Naugatuck on Route 8 South as you're approaching exit 25 with delays stretching back to exit 25B this morning. So give yourself a little extra time as you can see those reds and oranges on your screen. We also have this crash in Cromwell on 91 southbound between exits 22 and 21. A live look outside showing you that right lane is blocked off as folks are navigating around it. The 2 left lanes are open now, so of course give yourself a little extra time there. A live look outside in Middletown. We did have a stalled vehicle on 91, but that looks like that is cleared up. Roadways are volume is light in the area, but expect just watch out for that heavier rain that's pushing through on 91, so it's making visibility a little tough this morning. Over to you.
Rachel, thanks. Happening today in Torrington, the mother and aunt charged in connection to the death of an 11-year-old girl are due in court. Last time Jacqueline and Carla Garcia appeared before a judge, their attorneys requested more time to review evidence in the case. Police say the remains of 11-year-old Jacqueline Mimi Torres Garcia were discovered last October inside a plastic storage bin behind an empty home in New Britain. The state medical examiner later ruled her death a homicide, saying she died from fatal child abuse with starvation. A third person, Jonathan Anita, the mother's former boyfriend, also faces charges in connection to the case and the disappearance of that child.
Happening today in Cromwell, it is the second round of the Travelers Championship. In yesterday's first round, Eric Cole led the pack with 7 under par. We're checking in with Fox 61's Stephen Reels. He's joining us live from TPC River Highlands in Cromwell with a recap of the first round. It was gorgeous out there yesterday as we're following around the players, and hopefully it'll brighten up a little bit later, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a juxtaposition of really what it was yesterday. Yesterday, clear sky, nice, not too humid. Today, sopping wet. It's kind of disgusting, actually, and now my shoes are probably going to be considered swamp by the end of the day. But we're not focusing on the conditions right now. We are focusing on the Traveler Championship round 2. Like you said, there is a lot to get to today. Top of this, right now, Eric Cole is leading the pack. Like you said earlier, from the U.S., he is leading 7 under par, and he is followed closely by 6 other people tied for second place, all 6 under par, not that far behind of Cole. Those include Ben Griffin, who we saw at the top of the 10 a.m. show yesterday. Norway's Christopher Wright, and he also -6 right now. And a lot of people's pick to win also in that second place, Scotty Scheffler. Last year's champion, though, Keegan Bradley, he is currently tied for 20th at 3 under par. Meanwhile, Connecticut's own Ben James, he enters today tied at 32nd at 2 under. But one of the bigger headlines that we want to focus on today is for the leader, Eric Cole. Last year, he had to pull out of the final round, and so this could be a potential shot at redemption. This is what he told reporters yesterday.
Was not in shape to come out and play, which was disappointing because I was playing pretty well, and I love this tournament and wanted to be a part of Sunday. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's redemption, but I'm happy to be here and feeling good, and hopefully none of that this year.
And so really what we're looking towards now is tee-off at the moment. Despite the rain that we're seeing right now, still scheduled for 8:15 a.m. It will be a battle of the Alexes, starting off with Alex Noren from Sweden. And then we also have Alex Smalley from the U.S. Again, tee-off 8:15 this morning. So we'll give you updates throughout the day, along with some more of the people out here at the TPC River Highlands. But for now, live in Cromwell, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
It was a big night in the World Cup last night on Fox 61. Turkey unfortunately defeated the United States in last night's match. It was a close one, though, 3-2. Final score in Los Angeles. The U.S. men's national team had already qualified for the knockout round before the match, so Team USA is still in the tournament. Here at home, Pratt Street in Hartford was packed with soccer fans trying to catch a glimpse of the action. And while the match was not a high-stakes contest, anytime America's best athletes are featured on the world stage, it's a reason enough to party. Fox 61's Tim Latow spoke with fans and organizers from Pratt Street.
Well, a massive crowd numbering in the hundreds gathered down below. It has certainly been a summer of soccer so far, with weekly watch parties. But these massive events also come at a cost.
It's just a great environment. It makes it feel like we're there at the venue.
Pratt Street is as close to Inglewood, California that Connecticut soccer fans will get to Thursday night. They say there's no better place to gather to watch the U.S. men's national team take on Turkey at SoFi Stadium.
America loves a winner, and right now we're winning, right? So the team's doing their part, right? So we just have to do our part to support them.
Micah Kerr is the vice president of the American Outlaws Hartford chapter, a group that works to enhance the fan experience of soccer fans in the U.S. He says it takes a real team effort to be able to raise enough money to put on events of this magnitude.
So we considerably increase police presence at great expense. I mean, this stuff doesn't cost nothing. So there's a lot of fundraising. We have community sponsors like Hartford Healthcare, LAZ Parking, Lexington Partners.
Pratt Street is staffed with public safety members who volunteered to be paid overtime. They can accommodate a crowd of 2,000 and have the ability to bring in backup. It costs a whopping $5,000 per night just to rent the big screen. Organizers hope to be able to collaborate with other groups to have events on Pratt Street in the future, like the PGA Tour's Travelers Championship and the LA 2028 Summer Olympics. But the parties will only be able to continue this summer as long as America keeps winning.
Unfortunately, all we could do was raise funds for the U.S. Games. We had a bigger goal. I'm going to be honest with you. We were disappointed it didn't happen, but we're hoping to kind of make that a legacy event from this World Cup. We're hoping to continue to do some fundraising.
So how long will Team USA last in the FIFA World Cup that culminates on July 19th? Fans are hopeful, but staying realistic.
I hope far, but we know that's not happening. Maybe around the 32, they might do well. It depends on who they're playing, but like you said, go USA. But reality kicks in.
Team USA has already clinched a spot in the next round, while Turkey has no chance to advance, even with a win Thursday night.
They're already in, but I think we have something to prove because there's a lot of commentary saying we have a path to win the whole World Cup. I don't necessarily believe that, but I'd love to see that. That'd be great.
And as America's captain and star forward, Christian Pulisic, who's been sidelined with a calf injury the last 2 weeks, he was expected to play Thursday night. But no matter how far Team USA is able to make it, Kerr says he's already won.
I get to actually show up on a block party where there's 1,500 plus people cheering on my soccer team, right? And I've experienced that in Europe. I've never experienced it here until now.
And Team USA will play next Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock. Their opponent is yet to be determined, but what is certain is that there will be another watch party right here on Pratt Street. In Hartford, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
A lot of people out there. It was a good time last week, too. Well, meantime, fans packed a Manchester brewery for an all-day watch party. It was at Illicit Brewing Company. Dozens of people gathered there for multiple matches, but what's setting this watch party apart is a special guest on display. That's the FIFA Superior Player of the Match trophy. It's the same award given to standout players during the 2026 tournament. For fans, it's a rare up-close connection to the global stage of soccer here at home.
It's great because there's a lot of different cultures. We have fans from all teams coming, so it's been really cool to see kind of everyone unite together and just enjoy the game.
I wasn't expecting this, the USA being a soccer sort of like, place that unite, so it's all about football and baseball and basketball. So it was like, oh, nice. Like I wasn't really expecting this. So.
A mix of global soccer, local pride, and a trophy brings fans together for all the action. Organizers expected the USA matches to draw the biggest crowd of the day.
And dozens of people gathered in Manchester last night to remember a child hit and killed by a car. Friends and family held a candlelight vigil for 3-year-old Akari Cortez. Police say she was hit at 4:30 in the morning on June 10th while roaming alone on East Center Street. Still ahead on the Fox 61 Morning News at 6, New York City is putting a pause on rent hikes. Who will benefit from the rent freeze and why some landlords are now pushing back.
Also ahead, Connecticut is rolling out a special travel deal to celebrate America's 250th birthday. We're going to break down what riders can expect. Stay with us. We'll be right back.